Welcome to Rivals, the gloves are off, where we talk about our life lessons and personal growth through the sport of boxing and martial arts. Drop us a follow and subscribe, or for more information head to our website rivalsgym.com.
Welcome to the next episode, guys, when we're going to do a quick fire of a Q&A where some of our members have asked some of the questions and we're going to get them answered. Yep. Both myself and Scott will answer both questions, or Scott will answer one and I'll answer individually, whatever. Question number one, do you feel that having each other... Start that again.
Fuck the skill.
Trying to read.
He's deleted that question.
Do you feel that having each other help propel you further in your career?
Do you want me to answer that one first?
Aye.
I think that's having each other by side. It's crucial. It's crucial for us. Crucial for us as brothers, business partners. Like especially if I'm coming up my fight, Sam pick up the slack regarding the training, speak to members, the day-to-day stuff, and vice versa. When he's coming up and fight and we're doing the training together, it's great to have a bounce off each other. We've got ideas that I think will work and he thinks it doesn't work. It's just like two heads for me is way better than one. And it's just the bond we've got is it's great. Our best pals, which is like amazing to have.
Aye, for me, 100%. When we got to tournaments when we were younger, we started fighting the full contact scene, and in the ring, some things were showing up to tournaments. It's just me, you, my mum, my dad. So like having each other, we had to quickly grasp how to coach each other and what works for me doesn't work for you, and vice versa. So me telling you to do something I was good at didn't work because that didn't work for you. So having each other, as you say, two heads better than one, right in there, 100%. Question number two. We'll just say next question actually. If you could go back and tell yourself one thing when you first founded Rivals Gym, what would it be?
That's a hard one, man. Like it's so many things you would tell yourself. Like, what would you tell yourself? Looking back, like, probably any people never to quit. Like, we're big on like the white belt's the hardest belt to get. It's the first step to getting to black. Like, don't quit. Get in and just do the sessions. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you?
For me, I feel so. If I go back to day one, mind you, we were young when we first opened the gym. So, our mum and dad at the time gave us an opportunity. So back then, it was all about us having a gym for us to compete in and training, and it was a full-time facility, and that brought us on in our competition career. But like, when we were fighting, that's what made us professional world champions in kickboxing, turned professional boxers.
You should tell yourself different.
And now, like, if I'm getting back to myself when I'm 16 and we're opening the doors of gym, I would relive the full scene again. I would do everything again we've done. Create the fighting gym, get through the fighting gym experience, and then move into building confidence, stopping kids getting bullied, and then more so prevalent, helping with men's mental health, building community. I would do the exact same thing, but if I'm giving myself 15 years into my time, I would do things a wee bit quicker, bring a team in faster, and operate things more efficiently is what I would do, as opposed to making some of the mistakes you made along the way to get where you are here.
Aye.
2 minutes. Hello? Hi, Michelle.
It's the podcast. This guy's taking one goals.
A few moments later.
Very much. Yeah, but what do you enjoy more? Coaching the kids and seeing them come through the... What do you enjoy more? Coaching kids and seeing them come up through the ages successfully, or fighting? Bear in mind how successful your both careers have been.
Fighting, I do all. Like, when somebody fights for what I feel, when somebody fights and wins, it's you that's winning because you's putting the work. But there's no bit of satisfaction, get your hand raised inside that one. Like, It's a lonely, lonely sport in there, and you deserve all the credit in the world. So for me, fine, competing, winning.
I think for me, it's both for me, because I can fight, win, compete, and I can show somebody do that as well. But some of the students, members, and people coming to your facility to take up martial arts don't want to fight.
No.
So for me, I feel we keep up to both sides. If somebody wants to go professional, then it takes a lot of work to go there. People just see the success. So Sam Scotsman won so many titles and had so many tough fights. It must be easy.
Aye.
But it's absolutely no easy. Like, come in and
Try it.
and do a session.
Aye.
You know, like, no, I mean, like an 8 to 12 week camp. So, but then somebody comes in, a parent comes to you and says, how do you deal with bullying? When my kids get bullied, well, we've built the framework around that. Like, at some point in my life, I get bullied, and some point in your life, you get bullied. And through the ethos of what we train and how we conduct our programmes, as if your child comes to us, two things are going to happen. They're going to stop being bullied. They're going to be
Way better than confidence. Like,
confidence, going to just increase tenfold.
Yeah.
And then option two, they don't become the bully. There's like two kind of scenarios, and through that they build the confidence. I think fighting's a byproduct. Everything else, you don't go into a gym at 8, 9, 10 year old going, I'm going to be a world champion, unless it's like maybe
listen to the telly.
you've been in that environment all your life, and your dad's a world champion, I want to do that, or you get a role model in your life that as a world champion, that's what I'm going to be.
Aye.
You don't go into a gym thinking, I'm going to be professional world champion, I'm going to be the best. You get in there for a hobby, to get new pals, to gain confidence, and that's first and foremost what we're all about and what we build. And then the fighting and competing is just a byproduct of that. If somebody wants to do that, they go and they win a couple of fights. If you want to actually do it and actually put the work in and do it, it's a lot harder. So for me, it's both areas on that. Next question. Who has had the positive influence on you both to get where you are, and why?
Just like us, numerous type people. Like, you need to go back through, for me anyway, you need to go back through the very start of our kickboxing career. Like, every single one of our instructors has pushed us in some way, shape or form. Us, like, probably the most for me anyway, that is mum and dad.
Aye.
Pushing us to, because the days that we could be bothered going to train, which there was a few, and my mum and dad says, no, you're gone.
Aye.
And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have this facility, open up my facility. We wouldn't have that without my mum and dad. So all the coaches did all the great work, but my mum and dad actually took us. So it has to be my mum and dad.
Aye, that has to be 100%. Like, straight through there. No allowing us to quit, because this is what happens. I feel in this society right now, a lot of parents will let their kids quit, and that just produces quitters. So they go in the fire team, they quit, they don't like it. They get in the next hobby, they quit, they don't like it.
Yep.
But what happens when they leave school, they go to college, they don't like it, they'll quit, because your mind's telling you that I can just quit, I don't need to do this anymore, which is fine to a point, but it's not how life works. You need to get a job. Right? If you want to live, you need a job. But if you don't like it, you quit. So where are you going to go? Positive influence for me, my mum and dad, both in different ways, but collectively together.
Yep.
If you could pick one fighter to train with for a day, anyone from past or present, who would it be and why?
Boxing had to me, like, Floyd Mayweather for me. Like, junior, not senior, junior. And not going to be junior, he's trained with Floyd Mayweather senior, but like, junior for me.
Why?
Just, he's the greatest of time, like, for me anyway. And that's in boxing. Like, you'll be boxing, and if you go back to kickboxing, like, you look at the likes of, for me, them as the Diamond Deckers, he's up there as well with, like, I thought, like,
Floyd Mayweather for you.
Floyd Mayweather.
For me, it would be Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was the reason. So I fell away from kickboxing for a year and a half to play football with my pals. That year, you went to Italy and won in the World Championships.
Aye.
And I'm like, if my wee brother can do it, like, he's not getting any credit. I'm coming back to this one way, sure, let's go.
Yes.
I think for that point, and at that Christmas, I remember my mum and my dad, like, I was idea, but I think a wee bit of pride back then, like, didn't know idea, I was so with it, but, alright mum, can you buy me this Bruce Lee book for my Christmas? And she bought me the book, and I'm reading some of the books, and that's it. I'm going to go back in here, I'm going to come in. Scott's winning championships in Italy.
I mean,
10, 11 years old, and I'm like, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. This is what I'm set up to do forever.
it was a glory. He didn't like it was a glory. Like I wasn't all the papers that were hanging. I was in the STV News for being Scotland's youngest world champion ever in the history of any sport. And so I'm like, I need to run that shit. Get me back.
That's How do you teach your students about positive image?
Positive images, like for me, it's how you see yourself, it's how you talk to yourself. Like day in, day out, I'm big on that one, coaching the kids. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I say to you, that's a stinking black jumper, well, it's not, or that's the black in it, it's blue, that's how you see it. It says, no, it's not. That's my jumper, and that's who I am. It's how they see yourself. It's massive, massive. Like, it's people say nasty things to you all the time. Like, for me, it's having being able to do it yourself and say, no, I am.
No,
I am.
I think that's positive. That's how I would say that. I would explain to our students how anybody comes across us in their life and who maybe needs a bit of reinforcement around self-image. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself something great, like practice some gratitude. I am a superstar. I am beautiful. I am going to conquer the world. Whatever it is you're set to achieve, you say that, you go for it. It's you against you in every situation.
You know what, that I am is a powerful word, because when you say after it, like, but it's in reality, like, I am, you flip that in the negative side. I am wanting to, like, talk to yourself better.
Aye.
I'm amazing. I wake up in the morning and thank the universe for just waking up every morning. Like, I feel blessed.
The words you tell yourself, your subconscious starts to bring that into your day-to-day life. So, if you're struggling with any self-image, start with some positive words. Any negative thoughts, feelings, anything. If you think about that, you're going to think more negatively. Positive words, positive thoughts, and positive feelings. If you start thinking about that, you're just going to start thinking about that more. Yep. So you've got to become in turn positive and believe in yourself a bit more. How about having, with this part 2 of this question, and about having a positive impact with social media? So people talking shit about you on social media, say?
I think that's what I pick it. Genuinely just ignore it. Like, see people talking shit about you, there's something right.
Aye.
Like, cause people's going to hate on you. You'll never see somebody doing better than you hate on you. Like, you'll never see somebody higher than you talk shit about you. Ever. Like, I have never. So it's always people warning you that are belittling you.
Tell them, like on social media, two types of people. People who are in a fixed mindset, who's going to stay here all their life, and there's people in a growth mindset is going to propel themselves going further.
Yeah.
If you can switch yourself off of social media, switch yourself off it, because it's fake, it's no real. How many filters are on it? It's no real. It's like you see all these celebrities driving fancy motors, big houses. Like, that's no real life. That's not what happens. If you're in this area, you just need to surround yourself with positive people. And at the same time, like, literally, don't grow on the screen. Like, read a book, do other positive stuff. Social media is just, it's toxic, and I try to stay away with it. Don't consume as much as you can. If you need further help with that, just let us know. Next question. How do you instill confidence and self-belief in students that don't see it in themselves?
Tell them. Like, show them. As soon as they walk through the doors, every mat chats at the start of class, to show them that they can be confident, and they need to be confident. Like, because the confident kids very rarely get bullied, and we emphasise it a lot in our classes. Like, install it in them by coaching them the life skills through martial arts.
Aye, absolutely. Or help boost their confidence to believe in themselves. That they can sit. So maybe they can consider competing or doing something further in their life.
We're no big on we're not really big on pushing the competing side of it. Big on when it comes to, if you want to compete, the option will be there for you to compete.
I think that's it. I think that's as an adult asking this, for the competing side of it. So for me, if you're an adult and you're hanging with competing, but you're not sure where to start, and you've been in training for a wee while, if you want to compete, you need to put the work in. 6 days a week.
And you need to ask.
Right.
If you don't, we're not going to say, you want to compete. Like, if you want to come in the door,
Aye, like,
you need to let us know. You're wrong, you need to compete.
if somebody's want to compete, then they let us know the opportunities are there, because we're in tournaments,
Yep.
we're on fight nights, all opportunities there, the extra training for the fight teams there. So if somebody's just want to come in, keep fit, be part of that community, great, because that's what we're all about.
Aye.
If somebody's want to then progress a wee bit further, then like, let's go. You need to step up the training, you need to do double sessions, you need to come out running with the team, you need to go to sparring sessions with the team, you need to day me off. It's not just a case of let's
Turn up to 3 sessions a week.
done that.
saying
But
aye.
some people want to train twice a week, walking a fight 2 times a week.
And that what you're saying, like,
We were training for a fight, I'm training 2 and 3 things a day. But I like, never mind 2 or 3 things a week. So if you want to compete, like, you need to ask yourself the question, are you willing to put in that work?
yeah.
And then we can have a chat about that what you're doing. How to consistently train when you don't feel up to it and keep the mindset of keep going even when you're tired.
Be inspired. Like, to be inspired about your goals that you're chasing, for me, because motivation comes and goes. Like, someone that I can't be arsed on it running, or I can't be bothered, come down there, like a session, or whatever. Like, but motivation doesn't inspire me. My goals of hitting what I want to hit inspires me, and the thought of achieving that goal, then the motivation gets back in. I know you need to.
For me,
It's
for me, I can play reverse psychology. Sometimes I can go, so I think it's been pre-planned. So if you know you're just training to keep fit and you set yourself a goal, so you need to have these small goals. 4 sessions this week, so break the 4 sessions down, 1 session every 2 days, pencil in, schedule's key, because then you know you're doing it.
Yeah.
So for me, if I've scheduled on the Sunday night, I know I'm training X amount, so let's say if it's just for keeping fit 4 days a week, training fight, you're training 8 to 10, whatever it is, right? You schedule in, and so sometimes when I can't be bothered, it's 10 o'clock at night, I've been working for 14 hours during the day, catching up on everything I need to catch up on, I just want to get in my bed. The reverse psychology say, like, what are you going in your bed for? You've set you're getting up yourself, you're not, I tell myself,
Intentions,
like,
you know, when you've achieved then your intentions, aye.
and then as soon as I say I can't be bothered, and it's like the left side they show the right side, like the good cop, bad cop. I then do it, I then put it in, because then when I finish the session, I feel absolutely tremendous after it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to keep going even when you're tired, you need to ask yourself, like, what is it you want? If you want something, you'll do it. Nutrition to fuel the body properly, to get the weight down and have energy to train.
What was your question? Just what to eat, when to eat, how to eat. Like, there's no.
So if you're looking for nutrition to fuel the body, so fight camp.
Aye.
Start a fight camp, you're 8 weeks out, and you've got between a stone and 2 stone to that probably, depending on what position you've came for at the start. But let's say, so for me, you need to plan everything. You need to track and plan. If without the tracking and planning, it'll go to shit, it'll go to waste, you know. If you don't know what you're having or eating, then
I always like trying your food and losing weight is easy. It's calories in versus calories out. But how do you feel that? Like, the proper proteins, carbs and fats.
for keep your energy for training sessions is again planning it. Yeah, well, if you know you're training 7 o'clock at night, like, you have your carbohydrates, like your dinner at 5 o'clock.
Aye, like 5:30.
Like, have something that's there ready to fuel you, and maybe a wee snack before it, depending on how your gut reacts to stuff. Eating whole foods. So you want to eat McDonald's, the Subways, and drink Costa coffees all day, you're not going to get any energy. Impossible. The energy, nutrition, the 5 foundations of really having a successful life and healthy body is pretty simple actually. It's get enough hours of sleep, aim for 8 hours,
Yep.
drink enough water, minimum 2 litres, and if you're training, minimum 3 litres. Eat nutritious whole foods. Move, daily move. Like you're going to train, you're going to exercise, but you need to do more than that. Outside, get some fresh air, nature, and a wee bit of walk.
Aye.
And pretty much that's. So if you can cover the bases there, then you're going to have a happy, healthy body. You're just going to turn.
You've only one body to live in anyway.
Tips on how to deal with pre-fight nerves. The tips you need. So you've had really big fights, and then small fights, which you maybe are not as nervous. So, like, how do you deal with the pre-fight nerves?
I can't remember the last time I was like shite myself in a fight. In fact, the last time I was shite myself in a fight was the Russian. That beat, like, he beat me twice. Even the big nights at the Hydros and the SECs and no Hydro, no, I fought the Hydro, the SEC and the other fought in the arena very well for a bit of style. I think just being ready, like just tell yourself you've got to feel nervous anyway. It's
For me, like, you're getting nervous, you're nervous, like, before a fight.
any fight.
Like, you're absolutely, like, for me, how I deal with my pre-fight nerves is, so, for the day I know I'm fine, that's the day I start dealing with it. I know I'm fine, so I know goes into the preparation, the planning, I know what I need to do to get where I need to be, and then, so, come fight night, so it's kind of starts to wind down the week of the fight, start to cut a wee bit of weight. What's been useful for me, and I've practiced this since I fought, why I say Bobby Campbell, but it was maybe Michael Robbie Johnson. I can't really remember. It was during about that kind of time, and Michael Robbie Johnson it was is practicing visualization. So for me, when I'm out my running, I go through a routine. Everything's routine habit, and then that's what you're creating. So for me, it's visualization. I'm out my run and I visualise me winning. So I'm out my run, the first run, I put my hands up this, punch there,
I'm like, yesterday,
1, 2, 3, right? But then the next day, right, I've done it again, hands up there, I'm winning, boom, punch with my left arm, and then threw my favourite kind of punch at the time. It was a cross to the body, favourite punch combination. Then the third day I went out, and I can't remember what the one can't remember, so I've done the two of them. And ever since then, for the past 11 years of my life, every single run, I visualise it. I'm winning, I'm in the fight, I'm in the ring, middle of the ring, just had my fight. I know I've just schooled again, I've just won, and my hand's getting raised to win, and that's the celebration bit. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did another night yesterday and done this. I fist pump.
Visualise.
Some boys too, and you go on. Boys too, now you're funny, I don't know.
That's what I think, right? So when even if I'm in a gym, say, and I'm on a treadmill, I'll do it, and people look at me in a commercial gym on a treadmill, like, looking like a prick. What is he doing? Like, but again, it goes back to who cares what you're doing, you and yourself. Like,
Right back.
somebody wants to
yourself.
and a good thing I've kind of recently come in it. Nobody will remember what you done the next day, maybe a week, like 2 weeks later. They don't remember what you done 2 weeks ago. Like, who cares? It's what you're caring, it's what your kind of rituals are. So visualization, I've actually got a pre-fight visualization kind of checklist that I get through it in my own brain, where I walk through what's going to happen. So for the minute I weigh in, that's my kind of big, the kind of weight, the big part's finished. You're just
plus one.
you've made the weight, and then you can enjoy. Just trained hard for the solid 8 to 12 weeks, whatever it is, how long you've been trained for, and then the hardness of the fight. You've trained really hard, so you've made the weight, and then it starts from there. So what's the next step? Me, hydrate yourself, rotation, get yourself back up to optimal performance levels to again step in that ring. If it's a 12 rounder, you're fine. Like, you need to make properly hydrated. You've gained plenty of hydration and nutrition in your body. Next step for me, I wake up in the morning of the fight, I'll like visualise me winning. It's like, I feel great. And even sometimes if I've not felt great in the morning of the fight, I always visualise me winning. And then it comes to, before a day, me driving from my house to the venue. And this has happened either at a home show, an away show, it's the same. I'm same drive, same thought, same everything. There's music playing, you're not really listening to music, but you're in tune, and your brain's thinking, right, I'm going in here, going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to win. Like your self-belief, I'm going to win. Nobody's going to beat me.
Yep.
And that never comes into my mind. I'm never going to lose. And it comes in, you come in, get your gear on, and it starts to become real. The tunes are thumping, everybody's in the changing room, they're trying to small chat to you. Personally, I don't do small chat. I'm in the zone. People might find me a wee bit ignorant leading to a fight, but it's how I preserve my energy. Previously, when I was younger, Scott would be jumping about, and that's how he did things. And I done that for a couple of fights. Didn't work for me. I went in the fight Zap, so then I asked fighting in France for my world title. They took us to the venue really early and tried to drag us out a bit, which was fine. So, but again, a pre-fight ritual, I'll go for a wee nap, even if it's no full sleep. It's a wee shut eye in the dark, and then I was at this venue at 7 o'clock, and I was like, I've not had my nap today. I need to go for my nap. So I found a table. There was ice outside my opponent's changing room. Found a wee hoodie, rolled the hoodie up, easy as a pilly, and fell asleep for half an hour. And my dad says to me, the guy came out and looked at me like, I'm finding this guy and he's sleeping, and there's 3,000 French people here. I'm like, but it's, you know, that mess with his mind there. But it's part of my routine, part of my visualisation. I know I've done it, banked it next. I'm in the changing room, getting changed, my gear's coming on, my hand wraps are getting on, and whoever's doing your hand wraps at the time, everything's positive. You're going to smash a guy, you've trained too hard. Like positive words like this is what's happening, like, and you're sitting there like you feeling like a king, ready, you know you're going to win it.
Aye.
And then it's like, let's go, man. You're starting to warm up, and it's like you're ready to go, and then you're up and down, and adrenaline's rushing, and it's just like staying back a little bit, take a big deep breath, back that visualisation, and win this fight. That's all I did. Kind of ritual. Next question. Toughest weight cut you've had in a lead up to fights over the years?
That's been a war if I'm honest. No, I think that, like, for me, it's the morning also is a hard slog. Like, yeah, for me, it comes to the morning of the way, and you're 2 or 3 points away, and you can't be arsed. Like, they're all hard. Every one is hard.
Hardest one, they're all hard, like, they're all hard in it, but it's a mindset, and you know what's coming, it's a hard bit to get there. The last 36 years probably, like, the kind of, being in the Friday, and like the Thursday you're not eating much, and well, previously that's what happened, but now, like, you way up, looked at the signs, like, if you don't know, I've got a master's degree. I don't exercise medicine, halfway becoming a doctor. It's not very, it's not how you feel your body pre-weighing. But for me, the hardest weight cut I've had, I was fighting for my amateur world title. Now this could have been like, I think I've had about 30 fights up to this point, made weight, like making weight's easy, but I just messed up this time. I don't know what's happened, I don't know why, but the night before,
ate too much, that's what happened.
I didn't know, like, I did, you know, like, you jump in the sauna, like, you do, like, you're told this.
Yes, so to be, it's a sort of water weight, you think about a water back on you.
You know, gave proper information back then. And no one knew what I'd done, like, no one knew, like, I've never done this. But it's main way, so I'm in the Friday, on the Thursday night, I'm like 71, 72 kilos, I've got a few kilos to cut, down to 67. I'm in the sauna, I come to bed like 69 kilo, but I'm in the sauna, and I've got like 3 or 4 t-shirts, hoodie, a tammy hat on, like I'm wrapped up with a big wear, just totally wrapped up, and this guy tell me a negative story about somebody in the sauna that done the same, making weight for a fight. The last time I ever done a sauna, I never will do a sauna again. I woke up, but what happened is, like, I think my brain was going a wee bit. I woke up during the night, droofed, really, really thirsty, went to the fridge and tan too much milk. But I did it. I was like, not like your mouth so dry and like an Arab sandal. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, I couldn't. And halfway through the night, I half felt I was going to die because of this milk bomb. Doing the weigh-ins, feeling great, because I'm 69. They put I'll drop like 2 pounds. My sleep's just doing 68. And I don't know, I can't remember if I thought this was a dream or not, but certainly anyway.
Excuse me, you shit yourself.
On the scales, so the old immense gym, jumped on the scales at 70 kilograms and to be 67. And the guy for Ireland's coming to be in like 2 or 3 years. And we've got the sauna, like, I've got 3 kilos to that, 6.5 pun, nearly half a stone. Swimsuit on, Tammy, like, all wrapped up. Went a run again, like, never run the day away, and like, it's just don't my day. But I done it. I ran 5 to 6 miles, hardly made the end of the run, was kind of half clothing, but I knew I had to get the sweat off. Came in, sat in the sauna for half an hour, dried myself down, back in the sauna. Then eventually I made weight, but I was absolutely gassed. But my hydration was on point. I like to eat.
I think as like you speak of the hydration, like,
But that's
Like James properly.
I put didn't misinformation to make weight and making weight and weight. That's the hardest one for me. Mentally, physically, everything about it was done. What gave you both the motivation to train so hard through the younger years?
glory, winning, feeling like a king, like your hand getting raised.
For what gave me the motivation to continue that, it was just part of me. Like it was just part of me. I know.
It's only part of what you've done for previous stuff.
I think it was just what
It's the routine that you've created about yourself, and that for me, it's the glory of winning. It's just brilliant, man.
I think some.
In the world,
No, there isn't. There's like it's a.
no, so it doesn't matter. But aye, it's the best in the world.
Living that 100 after, especially after a tough fight, it was even more so. But having the motivation, you're back in the gym, you're training hard. Like what makes you keep going? Like for me, like I just love being in that ring because when I'm in the ring fighting and I'm competing in the ring, it's solely me.
I know.
Everything you've done lead up to that, you've had to help half the team. But for me against the guy in front of me, it's me, and it's like adventure. It's passion. It's like
Celebrating.
it's in that, and then you know that it's a bit like life. You in a fight, you're in a position in a fight because you've done what you've done in that fight. So if you're through the jab and this guy slipped and cut you across, you've done that because you've been lazy, or you're seeing wrong and you've took it. You're in the position where you're in the position because of what you've done for that.
Well, that aye.
The motivation is to continue that feeling, and
I need to get into like really. You need more of yourself with it. Like you can say like for me, I'm doing it for my daughters and that, but like they're not getting in there and doing it for me. Like, as much as a great driving factor, it's a driving factor with this. Like having
a bit of motivation for me as well. When we were younger, seeing you win. It was a win for me, but then I wanted to go and win that title.
competitive side.
Very competitive. I can go be competitive.
Yep.
You win the title, I want to win the title. Blackpool British champion. Next year, I want to win that. I win that.
Was that right?
All through the years, all every titles, like we're walking in. You've won one, I've won another one, and then vice versa. What made you decide to teach confidence and help young kids rather than just teach them to fight?
I think you're teaching me fight. You're limiting it to a set group of children, and you're setting it to the rough kids in this state, if you want to call it that. These are the wee fighters, the wee scheme boys, the wee diamonds in the rough through the scheme boys. But that's you limiting your opportunity to win your reach, to reach more people and like change more people's lives.
Aye, for me,
through martial arts.
for me, it's impact.
Aye, the community impact sensational. Probably the wee diamonds in the mud are great. The wee scheme boys that come in and just want to fight. You know straight away, he's wanting to fight. Like, he's scaling a bag,
I've been asked that a couple of times. How do you know somebody who's got the talent to make it?
just know.
And you can know with certain kids, but then as people keep continuing and if they with the right nurturing, you can make them do it and they want to be.
Aye,
want it.
if they want it,
They
yeah.
want it.
Aye,
You'll make them in that.
Yep.
Aye, for me, the reason I like to teach kids to be confident. Confident kids become confident adolescents. Confident adolescents become confident adults. Become confident society. And
aye.
life's too short. I create an impact. Absolutely. Worst question. What has been your favourite fight and why?
like competing wise,
Aye.
all my favourite fights, the Reinhard Biewanovsky fight in Old Wizzy's Castle, our old gym. The only kid to beat me in the full contact scene as an amateur. He done it twice, and it was like, man, the fight itself was what a scrap. The boy came from Russia. I defended my professional WK world title. WK world title was on as well, and like 3 teeth kick to cracked my rib, and I broke my foot. Like it was.
It's a great fight. I really, I've been into that fight.
Aye.
Like, I remember being in Italy when you first fought him in the final, and I thought you won. I texted my dad you'd won.
Aye.
The decision came out, you won, and it's like, but that's what it is. You're fighting like, is it? Isn't this?
I fought in the next year.
And you don't think you showed up the next fight.
Yeah, better me.
And then came back as an amateur. It was only 3 rounds. It's tough. Once you went professional, it's like you only took 2 losses. Like, and then we got to the show, and I remember contacting the Russian embassy and all sorts to try and get this wee guy's details. Didn't speak a lot of English. Remember in the pre-fight after party, and like didn't know what word, and we're going to like Google Translate. It's done a great thing. Like class.
I'll never even forget the time. I was actually in a wee cafe in Yemains when he texted me, asked the fight confirmed. What's the wee cafe called?
I forget it.
I was sitting there. I was just actually sitting there in the garb, and he texted me a speaking from one. I didn't place my thought was men. Like, yeah, fucking you're trying. Oh.
I said to her, I done the same. I'm sitting in college, Cumbernauld College, and was this the time, and I've been back and forth with the emails and been crossing so many bridges just to
Make that fight.
get we to get like we to pay a fortune up front for visas and all that before,
Right.
and they maybe not even get accepted. I remember when it's been like I'm sitting in the kind of IT lab thing with. Yes, he's took a face on. People going, wouldn't see you then.
Even that was just the beginning. Like, just think if it was the beginning. The training of that fight was like, for me, there was nothing that I missed. It was, and the win, it was just sensational, man. Like, I can feel it in the room. The goosebumps actually hanging with that win. Like, my eyes just like goosebumps, man. Like, wow, it was. What an amazing night that was, for me. Like, that wouldn't go with like the best fight in my full career, both boxing and kickboxing.
Best fight for me is the Michael Roy Johnson fight. Like,
No, for me.
fuck that took me places. Mindset like it kind of drowned me. Like I was getting drowned. I was in like Michael Robbie was better than me. He'd won more titles than me. I think he was a 2-time world champion at the time as well. He's just better than me. But for me, everything goes back to planning, preparation, tracking. For that fight, I done it all. I done the finer detail. It was the first time I made 63.5 kilograms, 10 stone. So I knew I had an extra half a stone to drop from my previous fight. So I knew for me to do this. But back then, the main weight was like I need to like run longer. So it was building fitness. Really, really fit in that fight. It was the first fight. It was not the first test fight, but the first fight that they come through some adversity and overcome that. Like when I got up with it, never been dropped prior to that. Right, but body shot, any shot, never been dropped. Been stung a couple of times and been bust up, but never been like on my ass looking to you like. And so I said,
What if he just hit me, mate?
and looking back in the shot, and it didn't even look that big shot. I just hit me right in the chin. There you go. And if I didn't prepare properly for that fight, I'd have been stopped the next round. I would have been like, I'd have been well sort of. Maybe even that punch would have stopped me, if I'm honest with you. He just pinged right down. Maybe I was weight trained, I don't know. I'd dehydrated and back up. I think I was like weighed in 10 stone, walked in the ring about 11.6, I think. And like 20 pun I put on, which is incredible. But the fight for me, I had to push through. I had to find something in me that wasn't previously there. And it just goes back to self-belief. I believed I was going to win. I visualised I was going to win. And
that fight's one of the best fights exciting ones, like no.
I know, like for me, I know it. Like I'm getting into every fight. I know, like what being professional world champion. Ever since I seen Lexis knock the Big Rush in it, that was I wanted to be a kickboxing professional world champion. And when I fought Melvin Roy Jones, and I came through that and won that fight, there was nobody going to beat me in kickboxing. And that was it. That was my belief. It was my belief at the time anyway. But when I went through that fight and won it, and won it in the fashion I did win it in, it propelled me on to, like, I used that fight for anything kind of in my life that I'm needing to kind of push through something. And even getting back to the wee bottle that my dad gave me when I was 8 years old, it was like the
Drink that.
drink that bottle that feeling up. So when I first came my Scottish champion fight 8 years old, like I get back to that moment and I broke that into that fight, like subconsciously, consciously, whatever. Like Scott's telling me, you get 1 minute round and I'm pulling you out, and I'm looking at him in disgust, and the manager's like, take a wee drink of that bottle, fun, that's the winning feeling, let's go.
I think it was the last thing that my dad said to me getting into the Russian fight that ran up, you know, she says, take your drink of bowl. It's like, take your drink of bowl. Don't know if you've ever seen it, right? It's probably half cup, but he's taking a drink of bowl, and man, it just takes you back, like, memories, you're like, oh man, we're ready to go. Aye, amazing.
That's us done for this Q&A, guys. Look forward to answer many of your questions. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll come back for more.
See you next week.